All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope you all having a good night so far. Welcome to another After Dark. Yeah, we are going to close out the month here. And as I've been liking to do lately, I start out the day with NBA 90s, which I did this morning, and tonight, NBA Inside Stuff. This one is an episode of NBA Inside Stuff from January 7th, 1995. And once again, it's coming from a channel called Entertainment Goes Pop TV. I'm going to link the original video down below for you in case you want to check out this channel. It looks like they probably have a bunch of NBA Inside Stuff, which is awesome. But I haven't yet actually browsed them, browse the actual channel. But what I can tell you is, it seems like every time I search for NBA Inside Stuff, it's linking me to this channel. Will this video get demonetized? Probably. But it's always so much fun, you guys. I love going down memory lane with NBA Inside Stuff, because it was one of those things that you don't, you live it, and then you go 20 years without it, and then something shows you, an image of NBA Inside Stuff, or a blip of the music or something like that, and it's just oh my god, that was a huge part of my life. So yeah, I'm really enjoying doing these at the end of the month with you guys. But anyways, all blabbing aside, I'm linking the original video down below for you guys, and let's just enjoy this and close out the month the right way. All right, we look back at the end of the month, and then tomorrow for the first of the month, we take a big step forward.
I saw you jump shot, was it 2 years ago? I saw it, but being an official is a whole different thing, because I can say, Ahmad, you're out of here.
No. What was the name of that movie? Oh man, I can't remember the name of the movie off the top of my head. I loved it though.
On NBA Inside Stuff, John Sally and the Miami Heat bring the holiday spirit to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
Hey!
Grant Hill recruits a new center for the Pistons.
That's a big boy right there.
And check out the NBA's newest referee. It's Billy Crystal.
Ahmad, you couldn't do this because you wouldn't be in the same shape, man.
Check this out. They got a score here. Alley-oop to Hill. Oh, boy!
I didn't know that bowling was so easy, man.
Damn. All right, Jawan. Rewind. Get him off the block. Play some defense. Push him.
Yeah, push him.
It's in the hole.
I'm looking buff on Inside Stuff.
NBA Inside Stuff. You gotta love it.
I love this game.
It is showtime.
Hello, everybody. I'm Willow Bay.
What's
And
up,
I
Willow?
am very upset that Billy is taking shots at me. I would
don't
issue
blame
a
you.
challenge right here now. Me and him, one-on-one. He can even bring his brother Richie, because he'll need him when he plays me, because he doesn't remember that shot.
And he doesn't know they call you Iron Bod Rashad.
Yes, right, because of the shape I'm in. I almost forgot
Exactly,
that. Because I remember
exactly.
shooting that shot on Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah, that
I
was
went
some
right in
shot.
Michael's face and shot it.
Yeah, I remember that boy.
Yep.
So does poor Michael.
That was him, wasn't it?
Also, if you are wondering what Grant Hill was doing with an elephant, you'll see how he ran away and tried to join the circus along with his teammate Oliver Miller.
See, we don't get stories like this right now. Imagine if in your NBA app, you got a notification that an NBA, whatever, I don't know, Trae Young, what's Trae Young doing with an elephant? It's all right, I'll click on that.
This year, NBA teams found many different ways to spread holiday cheer. For example, the Miami Heat traveled to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. They lifted the spirits of American troops who are stationed there, as well as Haitian and Cuban refugees who have fled their countries.
Wow.
What's up? We're going to Guantanamo. It's better than Disney World.
The Miami
there's
Heat
Pearl
spent the
Jam.
month of December collecting toys for the Haitian
And
and
that's my first strike.
Cuban kids who are being detained in Guantanamo, and it's our pleasure today to be able to find a way to get them delivered to those kids.
Okay, this is really
Miami
cool.
Heat players and staff made the short 90-mile jaunt to Cuba, and John Sally wasted no time making himself feel at home.
Brooklyn, New York, at the house, you can tell. We was in here. Everything is secure.
It's going to be an adventure. It's an experience I think everyone here is going to remember for the rest of their lives. And hopefully it'll just bring a touch of hope to the people here.
You come down, we're living well. Some guys call up and complain or plumber about something not being done. And then you see the camp, I mean, they're taking turns on when they can take showers and when they can get food and sleeping on dirt. That's something. Come on, you know how to play?
I think players get so much out of this. It's so rewarding and fulfilling to them that they know they're reaching out to these young people here that are living under very difficult conditions. And these kids, you just see their eyes, their faces light up. So maybe we can make their holiday season a little brighter for them.
I think that it is good for the children. They will feel better.
So he's walking around with a New York.
Oh yeah, look at that.
New York jersey on. He got a stomach like Starks. Y'all realize why Starks is missing so many shots? You've been eating with him. No.
A, anytime they can get out of the camps, it's good for them. But B, when they can meet some folks that not many folks in the United States have, I think they feel special.
There are 21,000
I
Cuban
miss this
and
era of the NBA CARES Act.
4,000 Haitian refugees in Guantanamo Bay hoping to enter the United States. Thousands of other Haitians returned home after Haiti's military regime was replaced by a new government.
If you were thinking of a main character for a Hollywood love story, you might not think of an NBA referee. I certainly wouldn't, but Billy Crystal did. And he'll star as the ref in a new movie called Forget Paris. It also features an all-star cast of NBA players in the role of themselves.
I gotta rewatch this movie. I think I saw it. I didn't see it in the theater, but I saw it like the same year it came out, and it was for an NBA lover like me, it was gold. Plus, I loved Billy Crystal because of City Slickers back then.
It's a movie about the ongoing struggles of a marriage, and how it became associated with basketball is kind of it's hard to say. We're looking for what this guy does.
I got it, I got it. Farewell, okay? Take a look.
He absolutely doesn't look like an actor pretending to be a referee.
No, he didn't.
He's just in with those guys, and he just seems to be that guy.
Did you hear what he said? I told Chris we're gonna be in slow motion. He says,
I already am. You don't have to go slow mo.
hey Reggie, when you play Miami, hung sunburn, let's just go play, all right?
I can't handle this movie stuff. I'll leave it to Arnold. That's not to say I wouldn't do a Terminator 3 movie, though.
Get out of the lane, get out of the lane!
Terminator 3 with Reggie Miller. I would have been so down.
You gotta make that call down there.
What call? There's no call. You gotta stop whining. Sound like my sister Ruth.
Billy.
Oh man, we need him in today's game.
Describing the scene that he wanted me and him to do, he told me, he said, you remember how Wilt Chamberlain used to bend down and talk to Minnie Rudolph? That's what I want you to give me.
51! Block! One shot.
I don't know what he did for his preparation, but he's got all the moves down. He's got the blocking.
1-5. Block. Watch it, Dave. Watch it, Dave. Get your hands off him. Get the hands down.
To prepare for the
Dude,
role...
honestly, like, there was a little part of me as a teenager back then that felt like he actually was, you know, like he really was a referee.
Billy spent time hanging out with refs and blowing his whistle, and he's also watching from his seats as a season ticket holder for the Clippers. Production on the film is now wrapped, and it's due out May 19th.
Last night, one of the NBA's marquee attractions was an Eastern Conference showdown between the Knicks and the Cavs. Here's a look at that and the rest of the NBA action.
At the end of the first half in Atlanta, Mookie Blaylock got the Hawks and their coach off to a fast start.
Oh, wow.
And Grant Long's slam gave Lenny Wilkins his 939th win, passing Red Auerbach.
Lenny Wilkins is now the winningest coach in the history of the National Basketball Association. He has been doused by a Gatorade bucket full of confetti.
In Orlando, Isaiah Ryder beat the clock with this slam.
Unless he gets it to Ryder, which he does.
But the Penny and Shaq attack was too much for the T-Wolves to handle.
Yeah, that Orlando
At the United
team was
Center,
something.
it was all Seattle as Detlef Schrempf alley-oop to Sean Kemp to rain on the Bulls parade. In Cleveland, Chris Mills hit for a career-high 25 points. But John Stark scored all of his 23 points in the second half to lead the Knicks to their 5th straight win. And here are the rest of the scores from Friday night.
I'll move on to Boston Red Sox, and I definitely want the inside stuff.
Still to come, we'll trace the career of record-setting coach Lenny Wilkins, who's always stuck to one basic philosophy.
We function as a team
So we lose as a team, and we also win as a team.
And in Rewind, some players overdid it on the holiday punch and paid the price.
Ow,
Well,
dude.
others were given a
Is
gift,
that
but
Kenny Anderson?
didn't quite know what to do with it.
Oh, he missed the dunk.
Now that's the inside stuff.
NBA Inside Stuff is brought to you by Coca-Cola Classic. Always jammin', always Coca-Cola. And by McDonald's. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Oh, sometimes they keep the commercials in, and I kind of dig it.
Unbelievable! He's not human!
Somebody got to be the hero. Might as well be me.
Bausch & Lomb, the official contact lens of the NBA,
95?
presents Court Vision.
Welcome, big fellas.
This song.
Man, let's do it.
Dan Marley wins December's Bausch & Lomb Award for best ratio of assists and steals to turnovers. And he's helped the Suns achieve the best record in the West.
I just helped the team win. This year a little bit more than last year. I'm taking the ball to the basket, trying to be more aggressive. So I just play my role like anybody else on this team. Some nights it's scoring, so other nights it's rebounding, assists, or whatever it has to be.
Hey, defense is where it's at now. Defense is where it's at.
Don't sweat the
I know.
technique.
That guy was so good, and hardly anybody remembers Dan Marley. It's unfortunate.
Marley, there he goes. Great defense.
Pretty sure Houston beat us in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I've been hitting the waist hard, coach.
Thunder Dan Deluxe. Oh, Rage Against the Machine. Copyright strike.
Yeah, I just still enjoy the game a whole lot, and we have a very emotional team anyway. So it just seems that it carries over from me to everybody else, and it just everybody gets emotionally high.
And we want to pass on our congratulations to Dan, who is now a married man, having tied the knot on Christmas Eve.
Congratulations are also in order for a very different kind of achievement. Last night, Atlanta Hawks coach Lenny Wilkens won his 939th game, breaking Red Auerbach's all-time record for coaching victories.
Crazy.
Now, besides winning all those games, Lenny has also won the respect of everyone in the league during his 35-year career. He's not only achieved greatness as both a player and a coach, he's also been one of the class acts in the NBA.
35 years. Does he still hold that record then? Because I don't know anybody else who's coached that long.
To break a record that stood for 28 years is an accomplishment on his part.
Hey, Red, you've got company.
I'm glad that if anybody's going to break it, I'm glad that he's doing it.
Okay, so that's why he lit that cigar at the end. It was a tribute.
Lenny, you grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Now, when I think of Brooklyn, I think of it as being a hotbed of sports. When did you get turned on to sports in Brooklyn?
Well, I got turned on at an early age because the Dodgers were everything. It was sacrilegious if you didn't root for the Dodgers. And particularly when Jackie Robinson came to their team. I remember working in a vegetable market and having to deliver groceries to Jackie's house. And that was real impressive. Wow. I mean, I was just standing there. You didn't have to give me a tip. I just wanted to see him, you know.
He talks a little like Billy Crystal, speaking of, by the way.
Like his idol, Lenny also had to break through racial barriers. He was one of the few blacks attending Providence College in the late 50s.
Prejudice was rampant, and even though we were on the basketball team, quote unquote, and everybody loved you and all that, but there were innuendos made. I was not about to turn the other cheek, because in my neighborhood, you didn't do that.
Yep.
So that mental toughness all came from Brooklyn?
Yeah, there's no question about it. I always felt that it should be the person, not where you're from, but the person that you should judge. Judge the content of his character, so to speak.
100%.
So
that breaks beyond genders, skin color, races, all this stuff, religion, politics. Damn, man, Lenny had it right back in 95. I completely agree. We need more of this nowadays. Judge a person's character, not all this other crap.
Felt like I had to show them that I was just as good.
Len Wilkens has it, and there's the winning basket.
Bang, lefty.
Wins a thriller.
As a player, he was a 9-time All-Star and Hall of Famer, but it wasn't an easy transition when he became player coach in Seattle.
In the beginning, there were a couple of players that wanted to take advantage of friendships, and you have to separate that right away. and you separate eating with them, you separate
that had to be
going
tough
out.
personally.
That's right, it was real tough. But I knew that if I was going to command their respect and be able to get on them, I was going to have to do that.
He's a teacher. See, that's what I like about Lenny. He's a teacher, and he's got the patience, and he gets his point across.
I felt that I could have an impact on young people. I saw where when I took the time to explain and showed them things and communicated to them, they responded real well.
And the Supersonics win their first ever NBA championship. The ball sails high in the air.
After leading the Sonics to the '79 title, he built contenders in Cleveland and now in Atlanta. Along the way, his philosophy never changed.
All right, make sure now we got to do a good job of blocking off, right? Good transition. All right, start out with a basic, okay? Go.
I guess he comes from that old school basketball of playing where the ball moves around and everybody be unselfish.
Inside to Long, to Norman. Good ball movement that time by Atlanta.
As he takes his place in history, Lenny is also taking time to reflect on all he's achieved during 21 years in coaching.
I think that you got to take satisfaction in your record and what you've accomplished as a coach. I take satisfaction in the young players I've helped and watch them evolve into the talents that they are. So that's my satisfaction, and I think my record speaks for itself.
Lenny still has plenty of years of coaching ahead of him and figures he'll shoot next for 1,000 victories. So he has a chance, in the words of Wilt Chamberlain, to put that record way out of sight.
Yeah.
1,000 victories.
That's a lot of victories. But
Wow.
Lenny Wilkens is such a wonderful, wonderful man. I really enjoyed the story about him delivering the groceries to Jackie Robinson. It's like, my gosh,
Really
what a
exciting.
job to have.
And I love how quiet and calm and dignified he's been as he approaches, breaking this record with all the media attention. He just never lost his dignity and his cool calm.
He's a very, very cool man, but if you talk to some of them players, I bet he loses that cool from time to time. Now,
I don't know. Like everything I saw in here and everything I've ever seen, he is a very respectful man. He treats everyone with respect. He talks with respect. He's humble. Like, good dude. The only one I can think of that might have surpassed him in wins, now that I think about it, is Pat Riley. Because after this point, he had a lot of years coaching Miami before he hung it up as far as his coaching. But I don't know, because he was never that consistent like Lenny was.
While he was chasing Red Auerbach's record, Lenny also got to watch Plastic Man Stacey Augmon throw it down. It is just one of the dunks that we will see today in this edition of Jam Session.
Oh, nice song. Eric Clapton and Cream.
Jackson off the drive.
Graham trying to shake Bart away. Back to Herrera. Good.
The lob, the basket. Glenn Rice.
Tries to blow by him, and he dunks it on Mourning.
I've always dunking on Mourning.
The mailman right side.
Ooh, nice block.
Penny Hardaway beats Sealy. He'll rock it to the hole. 3-on-2. Elbows up and take that. And Hardaway. He'll try to the ball.
Boom.
Matt makes a slam dunk.
Jam Session is brought to you by 94-95 Fleer Ultra Basketball Cards. Better than ever.
Nice.
Welcome to the Fleer
Show me the
Ultra
commercial.
Basketball
Yeah,
Factory
show it.
Tour. This year, we're putting foil stamping on both.
This weekend on NBC.
Come on, man.
With his spectacular moves, Piston rookie Grant Hill has been putting on a show in Detroit. But another show came to town recently, and Grant was just a spectator along with teammate Oliver Miller.
Ringling Brothers?
They joined you at the Moscow Circus.
Which is just great. It's touring 40 cities in North America, and they can always use some extra help. So even though Grant and Oliver have pretty good full-time jobs, we figured there might be something they could do part-time in the circus.
The Moscow Circus, did he say? Oliver Miller.
Oliver, that's very good.
Hey, it looked like you lost a little weight there, bud. And if you couldn't tell by now, this is why I always say that these episodes get demonetized, because there's so much good classic music in here. But that's part of what I love about it. It's such a timestamp, in history that you just can't deny. when this was from. We had like Pearl Jam earlier, so like nothing's more 90s than Pearl Jam.
Over here we got the clowns. Hey, how you doing today? Step right up, little kitties. We have over here the bears. We have the tigers. Right here we have the...
Now, these guys are off today and need a job, so, you know, would you give them a job?
Good boy.
You know, one of their trapeze artists got hurt, so they're actually looking, they have an opening.
Yeah, I know. They had an audition the other day, and I came in, and you didn't know about all of them. Did a little work on my tightrope act.
I think Grant will do the dog show.
What?
The dog show.
The dog show?
Yeah, come on, jump in the ring.
The first job that everybody gets in the circus.
That was the first job? You got A.
This is perfect for a rookie. Grant said he'd been
They got
thinking
Grant
about
Hill as the custodian.
getting an elephant as a pet, but changed his mind after seeing how much they eat. Plus, he just doesn't have enough room in his house.
Yeah, but how would you house train an elephant? Anyway, while Grant cleaned up after elephants, Charles Barkley found a much better job leading the Fiesta Bowl parade. I won't mention the Rose Bowl, where Oregon lost in a shocking upset. But if you slept through the holidays, we'll get you caught up on everything: the buzzer beaters, bonehead plays, crazy halftime stunts, plus an NBA first. Sean Kemp getting dunked out by Matt Fish in this edition of Rewind.
Dunked out?
We like Rewind to be smoking, but that's going too far. Let's start with the holiday buzzer beaters as the Rockets do some last-second shopping, and Vernon Maxwell found the perfect gift.
No way. What a shot, Matt Max. What a shot.
Maxwell with a three-pointer falling out of bounds.
And Moses Malone offered this holiday prayer.
Moses with a long distance attempt. It goes! It goes with one hand for Moses Malone.
Damn, man.
Steve Kerr, not to be outdone, gift wrapped this one for the wrong person. The Knicks, Hubert Davis.
Why did he slap it? That was the championship Bulls? Wait, who did it?
Steve Kerr, not to be outdone, gift wrapped this one for the wrong.
Oh, man. This is the bench, though. Because I think that's Randy Brown in front of him. Is that like Judd Bushler? Or is that Steve Kerr? Yo, that's Steve. Is that Steve Kerr? I can't. It's so blurry. Okay, I think that was, I think that was because Kerr was the one who inbounded the ball. I'm sorry, Kukoc was the one who inbounded the ball. I don't know. All I know is, why didn't you just grab the ball, man?
He continued his quest for the NBA with a new practice partner.
How about if he's my teammate? I give him the no-look. The no-look alley. He's got it like that.
For some holiday jamming, who would you take, Sean Slam Dunk Kemp or the Clippers' Matt Fish? Well, off the break, Gary Payton leaves. It's for Sean, who muffs the stuff.
The showboat. The mustard's off the hot dog.
Forget the hot dog.
It's bound to happen.
Fish.
Oh, Matt Fish, a slam dunk. Woo.
He's doing his best to keep from laughing.
And so is everybody else. Monday, at the Fiesta Bowl parade, the Grand Marshal was none other than Sir Charles, who also took time to practice with Paul Westfall's son, Michael.
Yeah, Michael had fun out there, but I had to take him out when he wouldn't take the charge from Wayman.
Maybe not, but he must have done something to affect Wayman. Tuesday, if Grant Hill wants to join the circus, let him try this.
He is on fire.
That is not smart.
Even with the new postal rates, the mail.
All that fake hair all over that bear? That was, wow, man. You wouldn't see that nowadays. That was a bold move.
Man knows the mail must go through, so if he can't deliver, he figures he'll just drop off the package with Antoine Carr. Shot of the week. Larry Stewart somehow knocked it off Sam Perkins and scores. Can I see that one more time?
Well, I think we're going to see that play several times again.
That's crazy.
And Kenny A with some punch
that
ball.
sucks.
Never thought the ball would punch back.
That sucks.
Wednesday, back to Bill Murray, who is still just running in place on the road to the NBA. Finally, Bullock center George Murasan came off the injured list recently, but is still not 100%. George said, I've had only 2 practices. I can't play like Michael Jordan without my practice. Well, he could practice every day from now to the year 3000 twice a day and never play like Michael Jordan. Though I shouldn't make fun of George because he is 7'7", 300 pounds. And if a man thinks he can be like Mike, then who am I to argue?
George Mirasan had the most epic nose ever.
Like Mike Ditka. Back with more stuff.
Like Mike
right
Ditka.
After this.
Ditka. The Bears. And wonder why I was obsessed with basketball cards. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Do they even make commercials for basketball cards anymore?
Upper Deck takes you there.
Sick. I don't have that one.
Bob Cousy's free throw.
What is that? I don't have that. Man.
Takes you there.
That's a cool card.
Bob Cousy's free throw percentage was in 1952. Or who holds the record for most offensive rebounds in one half? You definitely need to get out more. But you can find those facts and a lot more in the new edition of the official NBA Encyclopedia.
It has an incredible amount of stats and information and covers the game's entire history. Signing the book recently was a man who was a big part of that history, Julius Erving.
From the University of Massachusetts, number 6, captain of the Philadelphia 76ers, Julius the Dr.
Erving!
Dr. J.
I remember that from, I don't know, was it, what the heck was it? Oh, man. Was it Come Fly With Me? Or is it like Dazzling Dunks and Basketball Bloopers? But that Erving! Love it. I also love that they used to call the team leaders captains back then, man. We got to get back to that.
Wrote the record books, so it was fitting that he also wrote the foreword for the official NBA basketball.
Hold on, I got to do this just for my own nostalgia.
76ers, Julius the Dr.
Okay.
Dr. J rewrote the record books, so it was fitting that he also wrote the foreword for the official NBA basketball encyclopedia.
Thank you so
There you go. Take care, okay?
I think it's to be used as a reference guide, give one the total historical perspective of basketball, complete with facts and figures.
And the book is already getting rave reviews.
I think it's a great book.
That's
It
cool.
seems to have everything in basketball from beginning to end.
There you go.
From the streets of Long Island to the Basketball Hall of Fame, that is Julius Erving. And if you are looking for a gift for your favorite basketball fan, why not try the official NBA Basketball Encyclopedia foreword written by Dr. J. Welcome to Live at 5. Now you're
Yeah,
out
man,
selling
I know I've had my hands on that book before. I never owned it, though.
encyclopedias. You have nothing else to do with your time?
I'm not hawking encyclopedias now. This is more like a Bible, though. They just couldn't put Basketball Bible on the cover.
I think having it available will enable people to, settle some arguments because it's very, very accurate. It can end a lot of debates.
Okay, so I still haven't figured out what Bob Cousy's free throw percentage was for the season, although he's not among the league leaders for that season. But you know what? He did lead the league in assists in the 1952-53 season.
Yeah, he led it in a lot of seasons. The assist, that was his thing. Did you also know he led the league in dunks one year, too?
No.
43 dunks.
43 dunks?
Cousy?
What year?
No way.
Oh, I'll find it a little later.
Yeah,
That's our
I
show
didn't
for
think
today.
so.
Next week on Inside Stuff,
What
right on
more?
page, I'll make a sentimental return to my old high school in Tacoma, Washington, and we'll remember Martin Luther King Jr., who left a lasting impression on NBA players.
I said, man, I want to be like him someday. A great man giving speeches like that, influencing people in the right way.
It says right here, Bob Cousy didn't dunk.
Okay, so he led the league in three-pointers then.
They didn't have three-pointers then.
So
good job,
Here
Willow.
on page 340.
See, if you want somebody to know everything about basketball, just
Drive
get them
you
one
crazy.
of these books. We will see you next Saturday right here on NBA Inside Stuff.
So long, everybody.
Do they have my shot in there?
Well, no, they left a blank page here in the back.
For me to write it on.
Yeah, for Ahmad Rashad record.
Dude, their chemistry was so good.
Hotel accommodations furnished to NBA Inside Stuff by ITT Sheraton. ITT Sheraton. Our world revolves around you.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. Circa 1995. Oh, I don't even know what I enjoy more, guys. Like the NBA 90s or just any random episode of NBA Inside Stuff from the 90s. Like these episodes are solid gold for me. Man, and there's so many of them. That's the crazy thing. Like I don't know. It's one of those things, like I would pay solid money right now if I could just get the entire collection, like, upscale to high definition. and just get like every episode of NBA Inside Stuff, like I would just sit here and watch this on my free time, I think. I don't know if that sounds awesome or lame, but I don't care. I would do it. One of those, I don't need approval. This is just who I am. Oh boy. All right, everyone, that's gonna wrap up this month. Thank you so much for watching with me. I hope you guys had fun. I definitely had fun. I haven't stopped smiling at all, you know, this entire time. It's just great. So everyone, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. And that wraps up the month with a smile. And now off to bigger and better things next month. One step back to revisit, and then a giant leap forward to make some progress in this next month. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And, well, I'll see you in the next one. Like the video if you haven't done it yet. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And hit that bell if you want to get notified for tomorrow morning's video. And be water, my friends.